I want to talk to you today about a subject just about everybody's interested: how to hit a draw with your driver. Stay tuned. Okay, so hitting a draw with your driver. I'm going to show you a close-up in a minute so you get a sense of the geometry of it. It's not at all complicated, but I'll give you a little refresher course on that. Hope you find helpful. And then I'm going to give you some strategies as to how you can start to put that in your game and swing. If you find this video helpful, and I hope you do, please subscribe to the channel. Would love to get you lots of this free content coming along. So let's have a close-up look here so we get a sense of the geometry of a draw. So what is the geometry of a draw? Well, it's simple, really. This tennis racket will help illustrate it. If that's our desired target line, your club face, racket face, has to be aimed to the left of where your swing is aimed. If that's the case, you will curve the ball to the left. Now, I'm assuming solid contact there, obviously. And the bigger the degree of difference between club face angle and swing direction, the more curve you'll get. It just takes a little fooling around and playing around to get the feel for it. I'll touch on that later. Now, let me encourage you in something. This is not impossible. This isn't rocket science. A lot of people have been stuck slicing the ball for so much of their golf life, they just feel like it's a holy grail. It isn't. If you could take a tennis racket and hit a little topspin lob, a little topspin forehand, I guess you'd call it, you can draw a golf ball. Just takes a little bit of practice. So remember, swing path more to the right. I'm exaggerating a lot here. Club face relative to the swing path, aim to the left, and you fool around with it, and that's your draw. Now let's have a look at some strategies as to how you can get this in your game. Okay, so how are you going to start to implement that? Now, I've been teaching golf full-time for nearly 30 years, worked with Leadbetter for 15 years or nearly 15 years. My point being, I've had a lot of experience trying to help people draw the ball, and I hate to say it, a lot of it wasn't that successful, but I hope I've learned a little bit going along and can benefit you from some of what I've seen. Now, here's what I'm getting at. The best thing I can recommend when you're starting to hit a draw is you've got to start to create the correct club face swing path alignment, create the correct curve first, and then start to create the correct swing path second. Just mentally, that's a lot easier to do. If you're a slicer, it is so difficult to get yourself to swing more from the inside if you're already battling the ball going right. I'm telling you, you've got to get the ball curving first, even if it's left, and then start to sort out the swing path. It's a lot easier. So let's see how we can do that. So first thing I would do, remember, and I've said this on some of my other videos if you've watched them, we are not talking about a slash of the hands to close the club face. We're talking about closing it that way. So as you come in, you have to turn the face, not get out of control with your wrists. So let's practice that on a little scale. And I would hold it up in front of you, turn it. Now we're going to make a little swing and turn the face a lot. I should hit like a little low squib hook. And you can see that ball just kind of squib off to the left there. Once you've mastered that a little bit and do it on this scale, again, this is another thing I just can't emphasize enough when you work on this based on my experience. Do it on a small scale and do it with a relaxed, playful mind. Make mistakes and learn from mistakes. When I say mistakes, fool around and exaggerate it a bit. If you just try to take information and just plug it straight in and try to hit great shots, it's so difficult mentally to get on top of it. Start small, be creative, develop some skill. So next thing we're going to do, I know I ramble on a little bit with these videos about, if you listen to my videos, about how to, be creative and soft with your mind and not try too hard, but I cannot emphasize that enough. So next thing, you've now got to get to where the curve isn't so drastic, regardless of where it starts. The curve is very moderate. So let's try a little swing like that. I'm just going to try to turn the face a little bit. That was a pretty moderate amount of curve. Started a little bit left. And then, of course, once you get a good feel for that, the next thing you're going to feel is your swing path. I don't want to tackle a whole lot of stuff in this video and make this long and tedious for you. We've got lots of stuff on plane and swing path on our videos, scratchgolfacademy.com. But just as a simple one, what I would do is I would put my hips forward a little bit, imitating an impact. I'd create a little bit of this side tilt in my body. Square stance, there's my little tilt, and you can see how this affects my swing path, at least on a small scale, to go to the right. Now, I'm not suggesting you set up that way for a full shot because it would restrict your backswing, but it mimics a draw shape impact. So bump the hips, feel a little tilt this way of your shoulders, and start making some small swings that go more on this type of a direction. And as you can, work the face again. If you start curving it to the right, or let's say failing to curve it to the left, go back to just working club face. So let's aim a little bit to the right with our preset hip. Now that's a shot of probably 120 yards, had a nice little draw to it that started to the right. Like anything, hey, if there was an easy tip, tuck your right elbow in or whatnot, I just give it to you, but you've got to develop skill. It's not that difficult to do, I promise you. If you can play table tennis and hit different shots, you can learn how to draw a golf ball. Hope this helps you.